her and how you help her because you didn't have a model there. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, what's just kind of your mental process there?
Well, I mean, I've learned a lot of things, learned how to cope with a lot of things. And I'm able to give her insight on her daily life in school and the, relationship issues and stuff, not necessarily boys because we don't do that. It's changed. I'm very reserved with my children. I'm very protective, overly protective. We don't do a whole lot of stay in the nights, and there's very few people that I let them even be with.
Right.
And I feel like I'm able to give her a lot more wisdom than if I wouldn't have been in care, because I have a wide range of experiences as opposed to just normally growing up.
That's true. More cautionary.
Yes.
Yeah, because as opposed to a child who's been in a perfect home, right? You never had to face any of that, where you just, think everything's la la land the next day, but where you've had to face all those, you think that you're more cautious in keeping tuned in to if she faces traumas relationship-wise, that you process that in some manner, right? Wow.
I would say that my step of processing, because I've been over, in therapeutic different settings, not institutionalized, but I guess in a sense. So I have learned a lot of skills to handle the different things that she goes through, or anybody goes through for that matter. And those coping skills, I guess you would say, is what helps me to parent them.
You feel like you were robbed?
Oh, I absolutely feel like I was robbed. I absolutely do. I should have never lost what little connection I had with my mother to begin with. I think if she would have had someone to come beside her and say, hey, look, this is what's going on and you need to protect your children, she would have. I know she would have because she had all the years before. But she wasn't given the opportunity.
Right.
And because of that, I lost a brother and I lost a sister who each have children. My children
Tell me
don't
about
know
that.
theirs.
Are they younger than you are? Are they older than you are?
They're both older. And they stayed in the home.
Oh, so they only removed you?
Yes, because I refused to go back. But they stayed in the home without any further investigation.
Wow. And you've lost that relationship with them too?
Yes.
As well as their kids?
I struggle very much so to have a relationship with my sister. We're working on it, but as adults, it's a little bit different than having a natural relationship.
Well, and not only that, you don't have, part of sibling life is being siblings.
Right.
Right?
Having that person, yeah.
Right. So when that is severed from you at 13, they, especially when you're developing like that, they almost become a stranger after a certain period of time.
Yes.
Because you're not being raised with them.
And we had no contact at all. So, after aging out, I went to regain these relationships, and it was like a stranger coming into their territory. And that's how I've been treated, not intentionally by any means, but it's what it is.
Exactly.
Wow.
Well, thank you. And why are you in this now? Why do you have an interest in it?
Well, there's been so many investigations throughout the time. I didn't realize that I had a voice. I didn't realize that, I've been so suppressed by them that it's a mental mindset that they get you in, that they're the boss and you're going to listen or bad things are going to happen.
Right.
And that's the mindset that I had. And then I saw your group, and I started getting more information. And, I started doing YouTube, CPS corruption, what's going on. And I realized that, no, it wasn't just me. It wasn't just these girls in care that I saw, but it's also victimized parents. And I thought, I knew that it was retaliation with the investigations that they were doing. but I didn't realize that I wasn't the only one.
Right.
So whenever I started seeing other things, and I knew that it's only going to downward spiral
Exactly.
for my children
Exactly.
and everyone else, and for these people who don't have a voice, who are shut up and told that they can't talk, they have to have people who can and will stand up and come beside them and speak up.
And your daughter is at risk generationally because these records are more permanent than criminal records, I think. When she's 24 and has a baby, they'll go, oh, but you have a history
Yeah.
with DCS.
Yeah, and they know her. They all know her.
Yeah, wow. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.